Alrighty, I bought my second Walmart 12-piece camp tool set recently. Sometimes with these cheaper sets, quality can be questionable, and you might get stuff that seems all right in one set and not worth a damn in the other. Same things that I felt like were good in the first set, uh, I felt like were good in the second set, and the same problems and things I thought were wrong with both that were common in both sets. This kit sold for a little over 20 bucks at Walmart. Comes with 12 pieces, a knife, a machete with a saw back, an axe, two little carabiners that are rated at 60 pounds, a flashlight, a fire steel, and a sharpening stone, and I believe 100 foot of paracord. The things that I think are good for this kit, the light is literally the bright spot. Has a high, low, and a strobe setting, a flood to a zoom beam, simply by pulling it in and out. Uh, the light, I think, is really, really a great light. And probably worth 12 or 14 bucks toward the purchase of this kit anyway. Paracord. This is actual 550 cord and decent quality stuff, so you can't fault it there. You also ended up around the knife and the hatchet with some additional paracord. And if we look here at the ends, we can see the nylon's melded, so yeah, this is legitimate stuff. Got two carabiners. These are rated for 60 pounds. Obviously, they're not climbing rated, but you can use them to hang stuff up. You can use them to rig a ridge line on a shelter if you needed to. The sheaths for the knife, the hatchet, and the machete, if we look here, have pouches that will accommodate the sharpening stone. This is a coarse stone, and the fire steel. I have not used this one a terribly amount. The other one did well. This one did adequately. It would strike a spark. And what this is a small piece of metal, ferrocerium, surrounded by a larger piece of magnesium. And so you can scrape your magnesium off of here and strike your ferro rod to make your fire. Knife, I'm not really crazy about having, one of them with a fine edge and a, serrated edge. But I can see where this would be useful for cutting rope, heavier stuff. And you do have enough of a fine edge, you can work with it, skin game, do all kinds of camp tasks. Surprisingly, on both specimens I acquired, the sawback on the machete does adequate work. The hatchet does fine. all three of the main blades, however, really took some work to get them to where I thought they were usably sharp. And that was common in both kits. These were purchased about 6 months apart. Like I said, both from Walmart here in Perry. Where do I think this would fit in? Well, somebody on a budget that needed some tools. Could these get you by in a pinch? Yes. The handle on the machete is very comfortable. And another thing I think this would be useful for is somebody maybe came into a town, arrived somewhere, they didn't plan on spending any time in the woods. Maybe there's a local Walmart and you need some equipment and you need it on a budget and you need it on the quick. Well, this might be something that can be useful to you. Could this be the start of a decent kit? Yeah, I think it could be. Are these, stuff I would want to bet my life on? Some of it I wouldn't. I would rather have my upgraded cutting tools, my buck knives, but if this is what you can afford to get you started, might be money well spent. Particularly if you're the kind of person that knows how to put a good edge on a machete and a knife and an axe, and don't mind putting in the work with it. Yeah, this is something that could be very useful. And probably in the near future, we'll be adding some stuff to it and trying to build a kit around it. See what we can come up with. Later on.